Remembrance Day. What does it all mean? It means we remember those who fought so that we can be free. And basically it commemorates the First World War here in Canada in 1900s, 1918, 1914 to 1918, the Second World War in the 40s, and it also commemorates the Vietnam War, the Korean War, and more recently, the wars in the Middle East. And there aren't a whole lot veterans left from the First World War, and very few that are left from the Second World War. So, that said, this year, 2022, is monumental and should be remembered, because the last 3 years we haven't had any. Last 2 years we haven't had any commemorations. So always around this time, I mean, you would think, once a year we remember. We should remember every day, just like with every holiday. It's Christmas every day. It's Easter every day. Every day is a day of rebirth. You wake up in the morning and you start fresh. So too should Remembrance Day be, remembering always and forever. And what I come up, whenever Remembrance Day comes up, I always say, lest we forget and always remember. That's the motto that's been put in force for the last 100 years. It's sort of like a mission statement for Remembrance Day. We should never forget. But we should also never forget the resolve that society should have in dealing with conflict in a much more civilized way instead of war, because war doesn't really solve anything. All it does is cause hardship and pain. And of all the wars, notwithstanding the wars that happened 250 years ago, wars of independence for countries like Greece, for countries like the United States of America, those were the pioneering days of the growth of civilization in the Western world. But modern day conflicts don't solve anything. It's a temporary fix, you think you're going to go to war and claim your land, but it's a temporary fix. It causes so much hardship that it's so not worth it. So, happy Remembrance Day to all, those who are celebrating. Another thing that really concerns me is our governments, here in Canada at least. They make it a national holiday for federal employees, okay? But for everyone else, choose if you want to celebrate. I mean, that is like saying, choose if you want to, commemorate those who fought for your freedom. Yeah. So not all provinces celebrate Remembrance Day. Maybe one day, but for now, it's to each person to celebrate it, and it's not made mandatory, which is sad.